Hi, I'm Kathy.
And I'm Annie.
And we're the Thrive Life Sisters. And today we're going to talk about flatbread. And you could call it naan bread or pita bread or I don't know. It's a flat bread. So we're going to show you.
And we both do it a little bit differently because Kathy actually ferments the yeast for the sourdough.
It's sourdough starter.
And then you can also do it where you don't actually do that and you don't have yeast in it. So there's a few ways, and we'll talk about that too.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys could see this okay. I need to oil my hands. I like to use oil. I don't like to use flour just because I don't like to play with all the flour afterwards. It just gets all weird. So here's our dough, and I already just made the dough. Basically what this is just sourdough starter, salt, and what else did I put in there? Flour, salt, flour, and sourdough starter. A little bit of oil here. I don't put a ton of oil in the dough unless I don't do it with sourdough. And then I do add the oil. So I just kind of flatten it out a little.
Now, sometimes when I do mine, sometimes I'll just use flour, water, a bit of oil, and salt. And you can do that too, and you can use any flour that you want. Again, in the same format, just laying it out, rolling it out, and then pan frying it. And it's really quite nice. You can use any oil. We use olive oil or avocado oil or coconut oil, whatever, to pan fry. So it's in a, there we go. Kathy's just going to pop it on a hot pan. There we go. And we're going to see how that turns out. And these are amazing for, like, you can just make them up and then you can just load it up with vegetables and seasoning, herbs. You could just...
I've even done it where it's just a flatbread, like a taco. You could fill it with chicken, fajitas, or whatever. You could do tacos with it. I also like making pizzas with it, where I'll just put tomato sauce, put my toppings, and then it's like a pizza crust as well. So when I just need something fast, I really like just doing this.
And it makes for really fresh bread, which is quite nice. You don't have to run to the store and get it, and it's nice to be able to just whip that up in no time, actually.
And sourdough is really good for you. It's good bacteria for your gut.
Yeah, it's good flora, and it actually is easier on the digestion too. So yeah, so that's why we actually really love sourdough, don't we?
It's not quite done.
No.
And I flipped it soon. But we just wanted to basically show you that flatbread is really easy. If you have flour, salt, water, roll it out, a little bit of oil. You can really, sometimes when I make them, they will start to puff, like this one's puffing a little bit. And it is kind of like a pita bread too. So we have a few that are done.
So we have a few that are finished, and that's how they look. They look amazing, and they're absolutely delicious. And children love it, even with cinnamon and butter, and it's just delicious. So that is what we've done. So you can do it too. Okay?
Yes. Remember, you can do this too.